and welcome to Mlc Tv News. We are reaching you live from Lokoja city of Kogi State. I am Morno Balagogo. First, the headlines. The government says Igala Traditional Institution will not be politicized over Ata Igala stool. Kogi State House of Assembly calls for boundaries demarcation. White money wins 2021 BBNaija. And now the news in details. Kogi State government says it will not politicize Igala Traditional Institution. The Commissioner for Local Government and Chieftaincy Affairs, Barrister Salami Ozigi, said this when he received the Igala Area Traditional Council and the technical committee set up by the government to give a fair hearing to the petitioners whose petitions were submitted alongside the report of the Igala Area Traditional Council in his office in Lokoja. The technical committee, who analytically presented their report, stating that among the total of 18 petitions that were submitted, invitations were sent to all the petitioners, but only 16 of them turned up to interface with the committee and defend their petitions. The technical committee also stated that the gazetted operational principles, which summarizes into that the government shall take a decision for the people in a case of conflicting interests. The Igala Area Traditional Council, under the leadership of HRM, the Eje of Dekina, poured their appreciation and expressed confidence on the holistic, transparent and lawful manner the ministry under the leadership of the commissioner is managing the process to arrive at having a new Ata of Igala. The Eje noted that the government has won their trust and that their decision on the issue will be objective and people-friendly. The commissioner assured the technical committee that the government, under the leadership of Governor Yaya Bello, will not politicize any traditional institution of the state, nor allow the system of finding a successive king get influenced by anybody's or any quarter's personal interest. Ozigi assured the council that the state government will soon take a decision, and such decision will be reached with an unbiased approach in the best interest of the good people of Igala land and the state at large. Kogi State Deputy Governor Edward Onoja has congratulated the newly elected executives of the Igala Cultural and Development Association, ICDA, led by its president-elect Amodu Abubakar Sadiq. His congratulatory message was contained in a statement made available to journalists in Lokoja by his chief press secretary, Promise Emmanuel, following an annual general meeting held at Igala Unity House in Ayimba on the 2nd of October 2021. Onoja, who stated that ICDA as a social cultural organization is gracefully attaining excellence in giving credible voices and representation to the Igala ethnic group whilst promoting and projecting pan-Igala developmental issues, tasked the newly elected officials to imbibe the virtues of diligence, integrity, honesty, accountability and statesmanship in their various portfolios. He counseled them to raise the bar in their capacities, apprising them to see their elections as platforms to contribute immensely to the organic development of the ICDA. Onoja mentioned that modalities should be set in motion to integrate the Igala people in order to expand the rich cultural brand of the Igala people on a global scope through synergy and cooperation. While praying God to grant the new officials the fortitude to excel, he maintained that the ICDA remains an enviable socio-cultural organization of the people of Igala Kingdom, charging them to repudiate whatever may lead to rancor or infractions. Following the declaration of Kogi State an oil-producing state by the federal government, the Kogi State House of Assembly has called on the National Boundary Commission to clearly demarcate the boundaries between Kogi, Anambra, and Enugu states to avoid conflict of interest that can arise from the oil communities. The member representing Ibaji State constituency, Atuli Egbunu, made the call while moving a motion on the need to appreciate the federal and Kogi state governments for declaring the state an oil-producing state at plenary. The lawmaker said such move will avoid future conflicts between the communities in Kogi and Anambra states. Egbunu commended Governor Yaya Bello for demonstrating leadership to actualize the dream of the former member representing Ibaji constituency, late Elder John Abba. According to him, the people of Ibaji and the entire state are happy with the development as the economy of the state will soon be transformed. The Speaker, Prince Matthew Kolawole, while ruling on the motion, said a stronger worded letter of appreciation be written to President Muhammadu Buhari and Governor Yaya Bello for the achievement of oil-producing status of the state. The House also resolved that an oil well in the area be named after the former member representing Ibaji State constituency, late John Abba, for his immense contribution to ensuring Kogi State was declared an oil-producing state before his demise. The motion was seconded by member representing Ida constituency, Suleiman Atajachi. Kogi State House of Assembly Chief Whip and member representing Okehi constituency, Mlc Tv, has been described as a leader par excellence. The leader was commended by the Ebira Opete Women Association during an award presentation to him at the premises of the State Assembly. The president of the association, Ozoihu Suleiman, said the award bestowed on him is not politically influenced, but the number of people he has touched before and during his reign as the State House of Assembly member. She further called on leaders across the state to emulate him. In her words, "We have observed all that you have been doing and as an association decided to honor you. Please continue to be good and take care of us too."
Honorable Muta, he deserves it to be awarded today from our member, that is from the BBNaija Association, because the good job that he's doing and the one that he's still doing.
The elated Chief Whip Mlc Tv appreciated the group and declared his support to be there for them anytime.
I'm very, very much impressed with the association. It's an association I want to associate myself with. I will want to be their patron, just to see that we move the Ibira people positively to the promised land.
He dedicated the award to Governor Yaya Bello, who became his inspiration and mentor in the political world.
I believe in leadership. I believe in my boss, who is His Excellency Alhaji Yaya Adoza Bello. What he has taught us is to give back to the people. He has demonstrated it. You can see across the states, particularly from the central, where we hail from. You can see road construction here and there, hospital in the whole senatorial district, electricity, everything that used to be our problem back in those days. Today, in Kogi State, we are enjoying so much dividends of democracy in this time of Alhaji Yaya Adoza Bello. I think everybody, if either you are an appointee of his or you are an elected member under his government, you should emulate him, because he believes in projects, he believes in touching the lives of people. That is why you see even outside Kogi State, they call him Mr. Project, Project Master. We should do what he loves doing. I have chosen the path of doing what my boss, Alhaji Yaya Adoza Bello, does. He loves his people, he loves doing projects, he loves touching people's lives. That's exactly the path I am today.
Bajay appreciated the State House of Assembly Speaker Matthew Kolawole for his commitment to the furtherance of the state in a good direction. Mlc Tv was given the honor of excellence towards building a better society. Borno State Governor Professor Babagana Umara Zulum hosted operators of Keke Napep, during which he directed 500 tricycle, 100 Toyota cars for subsidized allocations at the government house. Governor Zulum explained that about 2,000 Keke Napep operators who currently did not have their own tricycle will benefit from the intervention, in which 4 operators will be allocated 1 tricycle for shared business which means 2,000 operators will own the 500 tricycles. He said another 200 persons will jointly own 100 Toyota cars. As subsidy, all 2,200 beneficiaries will be required to pay only 50% of the market value of the tricycles and cars which they will generate from business, while government will waive the remaining 50%, Zulum announced. The governor directed the State Ministry of Transportation to liaise with various unions of the tricycle operators to agree on suitable and acceptable modalities for the allocations. Zulum, however, warned that only deserving members who do not have their tricycles should be considered. The governor recalled that while government had banned the importation of tricycles into Maiduguri to curtail the case of crimes committed and also address congestions along the main roads, the coming interventions is based in needs. He further said all measures were in the best interest of the tricycle riders, while acknowledging the huge employment opportunities it has provided. One of the union leaders among the operators, Hosso Grema, expressed appreciation to Governor Zulum for the coming interventions and for some regulatory measures introduced by the government, which he said had saved their occupation from incursions by bad elements who hitherto tried using tricycles for criminal acts. Zulum had last year allocated similar tricycles and cars in Bew Town. The Small and Medium Enterprises Development Agency, SMEDEN, has provided grant of 4.6 million naira to 6 cooperative societies in Borno State. At a ceremony in Maiduguri, Director General of SMEDEN, Dr. Diko Rada, said each cooperative society will receive 288,000 naira to improve agribusiness among small-scale entrepreneurs. Representing the director in the agency, Fatima Schweibel, the Director General explained that the benefiting cooperative societies have undergone 6 days training and counseling on how to properly channel the grant for the betterment of their livelihood. He said the Agric Business Development and Empowerment Program is created to improve rural industrialization, provide post-harvest support services, and linking agribusiness to market finance. According to Dr. Rada, similar training is being conducted in Kebbi, Akwa Ibom, Delta, and Ondo states, calling on all the participants to make better use of the grant so as to become role models in their communities. Manager, Nigerian Agricultural Insurance Corporation, NAIC, Usman Balarabe, and Head of Cooperative Federal Ministry of Agriculture, Malam Abbas, said the grant will help reinvigorate small businesses affected by the Boko Haram crisis. The National President of the Nigerian Union of Journalists, NUJ, Chris Isiguzo, has petitioned the Chief Justice of Nigeria, Justice Ibrahim Tanko Mohammed, who doubles as the chairman of the National Judicial Council, and the president of the National Industrial Court, Justice Bibi Kayib, over what he described as abuse of court process. In a statement issued by NUJ, signed by the president and made available to journalists, reacted to different court orders procured in the election and said he has no plan to interfere in the court process. Isiguzo said he has been inundated with calls just as his attention has been drawn to an allegation of the interference in the judicial process on the purported suit number NIC and IB 61-2021 filed by one Soji Amosun Ayokunle Ewusu. He said as a major stakeholder in the forthcoming Triennial Delegates Conference, it is apt to state categorically that the judiciary is an arbiter and temple of justice that is accessible and open to all litigants. He is a respondent in the matter. He holds a strong view that facts are sacred and opinions are free. Hence, the opinion of Soji Amosun and Ayokunle Ewusu, which is clearly the figment of their own imagination on their devious intention to scuttle the 7th Triennial Delegates Conference through the abuse of court process. The NUJ president said, as a responsible Nigerian, he owes on unsuspecting members of the public, particularly the members of the union, the duty to put before them the facts of this matter. It is on record that the applicant Soji Amosun Ayokunle Ewuso had earlier procured an interim order in suit number NICN LA 310-2021 against the same defendants and with the same set of facts at the Lagos Judicial Division of the National Industrial Court of Nigeria on the 27th August 2021. It is equally important to point out that the same applicants withdrew the matter on the 12th September 2021, and the interim order, which in any case only lasted 14 days, was spent upon that discontinuance. However, the applicants and their counsel, by their own showing, surprisingly filed the same matter with the same set of facts at the National Industrial Court of Nigeria sitting in Ibadan, and on the 30th day of September 2021, and dubiously secured another interim order on the same matter. With this development, it is apparent that the applicants misrepresented and or concealed and suppressed facts before the courts just to secure the subsequent interim injunction, as no court would grant same in the circumstance. With this forum shopping embarked on by the applicants, it is obvious that their aim is to stop and scuttle the NUJ's 7th Triennial Delegates Conference holding in Umuahia, Abia State, through the abuse of court process. While the union has instructed its lawyers to verify the status of the interim order, which is yet to be served on respondents, it beholds on respondents to defend the action. It is on this note that I firmly trust that appropriate actions shall be taken to ensure that all issues are resolved in due course. The Congress of the Correspondents Chapel of the Nigerian Union of Journalists, NUJ Taraba State, sacked the Sadiq Adamu-led EXCO, citing poor performance and incompetence. At a Congress held at the Correspondence Office in Jalingo, 21 out of 29 members passed a vote of no confidence on the EXCO. The motion of the vote of no confidence was moved by Wole Ayo of this day newspaper and was seconded by Cletus Bernard of Radio Nigeria. Earlier during the Congress, Secretary of the Chapel, Sani Suleiman, and Treasurer Bashir Adamu resigned their positions, citing poor leadership and high-handedness on the part of the ousted chairman. They also cited interference in the workings of the EXCO by people who were not officials and creation of division in the chapel by some members who claim to be leaders of the chapel, and the chairman, Sadiq Adamu, accepted their resignation, and those affected and subsequently removed from office are Sadiq Adamu Nan, Chairman Waziru Salisu Von, Vice Chairman Silvanus Vyashima Son, Financial Secretary Emmanuel Awari, Champion Auditor. The Congress appointed a 3-member committee led by Janet Aldo, Daily Independent, as chairperson, Chikpa Tena Tribune as secretary, and Nahum Sule as a member to pilot the affairs of the union and conduct a fresh election within 3 weeks. Reacting to the development, the ousted chairman, Sadiq Adamu, appropriated members for the opportunity to serve and urged the 21 members to unite the chapel in the interest of all. In her acceptance speech, the caretaker chairperson, Janet Aldo, thanked the Congress for the confidence reposed in them and pledged to deliver on their assignment. You're all watching Mlc TV News. We'll go on a short break. We'll be back for more stories. Please just stay with us.
Mlc TV Online is here. For your timely and reliable news that reaches you fast with the breaking news, choose Mlc TV. Get human interest stories right here on Mlc TV. With entertainment, sports, business, culture, tourism, and fashion news stories all featured on Mlc TV. Not forgetting political and current affairs news, state and federal government and people's matters will be discussed regularly on Mlc TV, reaching everywhere, informing everyone.
Zamfara State Police Command has arrested the leader of bandits, Bello Ruga Malinkara, and 21 other suspects. Parading the suspects at the command's headquarters in Gusau, Commissioner of Police CP Ayuba Alkana said Malinkara, alias Bello da Malikara, who was Toji's a notorious bandit leader, commander in charge of Gidanbita, Malankara and Kagara Forest in Gumi local government area of the state, confessed to the crime and was assisting police with useful information. According to CPL Kana, the police have also arrested other bandit collaborators, including a woman and a young man who specialize in supplying food, fuel, drugs, and other logistics to bandits. He disclosed that Malankara confessed to having been commanding a series of attacks, kidnapping operations in Gumi, killing several people, and kidnapping many others for ransom. Malankara also added that many bandits were under his control who operated with AK-47 rifles. The police command in Niger has arrested 3 suspects over alleged kidnapping in the Nasco local government area of the state. Monday, Kurias, the state commissioner of police, disclosed this when he spoke with journalists in Mina. He said on October 2nd at about 9 hours, the divisional police officer Nasako Division mobilized a team of policemen and members of vigilance group numbering about 97 for a raid at kidnappers' hideout located in Manini, Isana, and Etere Forest in Nasako local government area, arrested 3 suspects after the raid. They include one Abubakar Aliyu Abubakar and Muhammad Aliyu. The suspects confessed to have kidnapped one Alhaji Mohammed Bariki of Magamandaji village, Nasako local government area, where they collected 5 million naira ransom, and one Usman Mayana of Ibana village, Nasco local government area, where they collected 3 million naira as ransom. The sum of 100,000 was recovered from them, which was part of the ransom. Korea said that the command has deployed an anti-kidnap squad to the area to ensure the arrest of the others at large and recover their arms. He appealed strongly for more working support and cooperation from members of the public who would give them intelligent information that could aid in apprehending miscreants in their midst. He added that they are battle-ready to confront any persons or group of miscreants undermining the peace of the state through well-coordinated security approach to enhance peaceful coexistence among our people. Professor John Alabi, the Dean Management Sciences, Prince Abubakar Aldo University, Ayingba in Kogi State, who was abducted at the premises of the university about a week ago, has regained his freedom and reunited with his family. The police public relations officer, DSP William Aya, who made the confirmation of the professor's freedom in Lokoja, said the professor was set free on Saturday night. Aya, who disclosed that the police went into action with other sister security outfits immediately they got information that Alabi was kidnapped, expressed delight that the efforts led to the safe rescue of the academic. In similar vein, the command has also rescued 2 persons kidnapped on Saturday in Olamoboro local government area of the state. Aya said in a statement, recalled that some armed hoodlums forcefully abducted one Chief Idoko Emmanuel and Paul Onoja of Emenoja village in the local government and shot one Blessing Ako on her leg at Enugu Ezeki Road of Emenoja village. He said the police operatives attached to Olamoboro division, led by the DPO, immediately swung into action, mobilized his men with the assistance of local vigilante and pursued hoodlums into the bush. At about 6 o'clock of the 2nd of October, while closing on the hoodlums, they abandoned their captives and fled. Victims were rescued unhurt, while the injured victim is currently on admission, an effort still ongoing to arrest culprits. The Commissioner of Police, Idris Yusi Dauda, the ban calls on members of the public to continue to partner with the security agencies in the ongoing onslaught against criminal elements in the state. On a sad note, the former provost Kogi State College Education Technical Kaba, Julius Ashadomor, is dead. Oshadomor died in a crossfire between kidnappers and vigilantes who were on a rescue mission in a forest located at Ogorimagongo in Kogi State. He was abducted by unknown gunmen about 2 weeks ago in Ekwa Church, Okedayo, Kaba, during a Sunday service where 1 person was killed while 3 were kidnapped. He was the pioneer provost, College of Education Technical Kaba, and during the attack, his wife and other worshippers were shot by the kidnappers. It was gathered that the vigilantes group trailed the kidnappers to a forest around Ogori community in Kogi State and engaged the abductors in a gun duel but Oshadumo was felled by stray bullets. His body, which was recovered by the vigilantes, had already been deposited at the Ogori General Hospital. The wife and the other worshippers who were shot during the Sunday service are still recuperating in an undisclosed hospital in the state. And now on sports news today, it was an intriguing weekend of action in football across the globe. Man City holds Liverpool in a 4-goal thriller in the Super Sunday clash at Anfield. For details, over to Aliyu Nasser and Matthias Ayodeji on entertainment.
Watford sacks manager Xisco Munoz after just 10 months in the saddle. He became the first coach to get the boot in the EPL after just 7 matches in the present season. The board of Watford feels recent performance strongly indicates a negative trend at a time when the team cohesion should be visibly improving. Their decision was based on poor performance, 4 defeats in 6 matches, 1 win, and they are also exited from the Carabao Cup. Over the weekend, matches were played all around the globe. In Spanish La Liga, the German Bundesliga, Italy, Serie A, England, Premier League, and France Ligue 1. The expected Super Sunday clashes between Man City and Liverpool ended in 2 goals apiece. The match was an interesting one, but none of them, the two who are fighting to take the table, was unable to handle it after Chelsea defeated Southampton 3-1 to go atop the table in EPL. Other results in the EPL: Man U and Everton played a 1-1 draw. Chelsea beat Southampton 3-1. Leeds win their very first league match by beating Watford 1-0. And Tottenham and Aston Villa played a 2-1 in favor of Tottenham, while Liverpool and Man City played a 2-2 draw. In the La Liga, the Spanish league, Atletico beat Barcelona 2-0, while Espanyol beat Real Madrid 2-1, and Villarreal beat Betis 2-0. In Bundesliga, Bayern Munich lost at home to Frankfurt by 1-2, while Dortmund beat Augsburg by 2-1. In Serie A, Torino lost 0-1 to Juve, while Sassuolo lost 1-2 to Inter. And in Ligue 1, that is the France League, PSG lost 2-0 to Reims, and Monaco beat Bordeaux by 3-0. In the coming week, in the next 10 days, there will be a break in the league matches, and all clubs will be on break because of the FIFA international break. Most of the players will be going back to their countries to partake in the international break for their countries. That is sports update. Over to Matthias for entertainment news.
On our entertainment news, White Money wins 2021 Big Brother Naija tagged Shine Your Eyes edition. The long-anticipated season finale came after 10 weeks of an arguably entertaining show with finalists White Money, Licoros, Angel, Cross, and Perry. White Money won the season in a landslide victory, scooping 47% of viewers' vote. Licoros came second place with 22.99% of votes. The housemate takes home 90 million naira worth of prizes, including 30 million in cash, an apartment, a brand new car, and more. The event also saw performance from ex-Big Brother Naija winner Lekon and ex-BBN housemate Avala. Made Kuti, Ajebo Oslas, and host of other musicians also performed. Still on entertainment news, M.I. Abaga celebrates 40th birthday. To celebrate the special day, the music star took to his Instagram page where he penned a message to celebrate his birthday. He wrote, 40, today I cross a personally joyful milestone. From henceforth, the adage, promise, life will begin. Without knowing it, that was my recent process to arrive here at this moment today. shedding the old and making way for the new. Matthias Ayodiji Peter reporting for Mlc TV. Back to our caster for more stories.
Thank you, Ali and Matthias, for the updates on sports and on entertainment. And thanks for staying with us. For your sponsorship and advert placement, do call the numbers displayed on your screen. Please do like and subscribe to our social media handles. Our Facebook page is Mlc TV, Instagram Mlc TV 2021, and YouTube channel Mlc Tv. I am Mono Balagbubu, thanking you for staying with us.